Hi guys, welcome back to Pure Mind Podcast, and I am still your host, the one and only, the Black Queen herself. So, a brief thank you for everyone for checking out my channel. I'm grateful. Okay, thank you so much, and tell a friend that hey, there's someone who's dope in the street, and you should check her out, and that is Mwah. And if you've stopped by for the very first time, hey, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and join the family, of course, because in this place we are pretty much, we talk about life, we talk about what happens, we talk about what we experience while far away from home. But also, someone recently told me, say, hey, you know what? You should start talking about other stuff as well, because life is not all about experiences. And it's true. But guess what? Tell us what happened on your graduation. How did you go about it? What did you do? How did you feel when your family members, your relatives weren't there? To be honest, I don't know how to explain the feeling. I don't know, because it didn't feel any different. Maybe if my mom or my relatives were here, it could have, but I didn't feel any strange or weird or complicated feelings. No, I was perfectly fine. And on that fateful day, I remember, that's why I'm putting on this suit, of course, because this is what I wore for my graduation. And I was ready. I woke up. I remember the first thing I did in the morning, I opened my eyes. When you're sleeping, I was like, holy shit, it's the day, And I was nervous. Yes, I was. I went and had breakfast. After the breakfast, and I went to my room. I just stayed there pretty much. After lunch, I got ready. Yes, and showed up. Of course, you have to sign. I don't know if it was because of the COVID or some other stuff. I'll put a picture. I still had the mask on, and all my professors, they also had masks on, and went and sat. I was alone. I was the only person graduating, I'm sorry, because there were some students who were also for masters and they were graduating, but for them, they were coming after me. So I went, sat down in a mask, and I had a couple of people who, escorted me. And for them, they sat, I think, 2 or 3 rows behind me, and they were cheering me up. I was nervous and excited and scared. I don't know why, but this is me. I had all these feelings. My stomach was sick. But then time came, I was like, all right, bitch, relax. Okay, you got this. But of course, you cannot relax. So with time, the fear passes, because for me, it was weird. I remember in December when one of my friends was graduating, I asked him, I was like, yo, how's it going? You got this, congratulations already. Are you nervous? The guy looked at me and laughed and said, actually, no. I was like, no. He was saying no, he wasn't nervous. And for me, I was really nervous. And, you have 8 to 12 minutes to do your presentation. You have to explain everything. But I think the dopest thing was I made mine very short and brief and precise, in that it was self-explanatory. I didn't want to have the stress of trying to explain stuff so that, the professors can get it. It was so clear, whereby if they say the sky is blue, you already know it's blue. And when you look up, it's really blue, okay? And that's what I did. I explained, and at the end of the day, they ask you some few questions. My thesis was about the grapevines interpret region, because the risk would be, so high, and how to avoid that. So that was my thesis. It was whatever. It was about that. It was interesting, to be honest. And I highlighted all my points. They were clear. I practiced it. And I remember, I think like 3 days before, I went and tried to practice with my professors and also practice with a couple of friends because you had to make sure, because your entire thesis, mine was 27 pages. And then for the presentation, there were around, I think, 13, yes, 13 slides, whereby you have to explain everything in, I think, 7, 8, 9 minutes. And also explaining, you cannot just read blah, 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 and then they'll be like, what is she doing? Or what are you doing? I didn't want that. So when I finished that, I was very emotional, very overwhelmed. And it was still the same. I was happy to finish because I wanted to start a new chapter in my life. And I didn't want to start it without finishing the, I didn't want to leave unfinished business behind. So that is pretty much what I did. I finished, and then we went out. Of course, there was wine. And they gave me the flowers. I wore the crown, and we had a good time. We went out. We were there, just chilling, hanging around. We a couple of friends, gifted me the swatches for my graduation, and then the earrings. Okay, these are not ones, but they're really cool. Thank you again to all of you who are there. Some of you might support us on this next journey. And the rest, I wish you nothing but the best. And I am so grateful for the great time that we had. And the sky is the limit for all of you if you ever see this message. Lots of love, lots of support. And I wish you the best. So that is what happened. And then we had a moment. And then they brought me the cake. I didn't even think, I was so busy and confused that I did not even think about the cake. And a friend of mine asked me, Mercy, have you thought about the cake or something like that? I was like, actually, now you've talked about it, I remember. She said, no, don't worry, concentrate, do whatever you're supposed to do. And just don't think about it even. And I didn't think about it. And there's a guy, he's called Pierre, thank you. He brought me this beautiful cake with the name of it, like with my name. And then he wrote Auguri Dottoressa Mercy, which means congratulations. I mean, here in Italy, when someone graduates, you become a Dottoressa or Dottore. So he wrote, congratulations, Dottoressa Mercy. I was like, it was so nice. I thought that was so sweet. And the cake was yummy. It was so good. Not only because I have a sweet tooth, it was good because everyone enjoyed it. It was really nice. And then in the evening, we went to a place. I had booked a place somewhere here. Beautiful place. We went and we sat there. I will try to make sure that I put a couple of pictures if I can. And it was amazing. We sat there, we had time, like we were chatting, it's like a catch up, some of my classmates were there. How many were there? I think only one person, if I remember well. And then the rest were students who were doing the same course, but they were just a year behind me. So I was 1 year ahead of them. So, of course, they were there. And then some of my friends. And then there's also this girl who surprised me. She flew all the way from Sardinia to come and attend my graduation. I was so grateful. And I love her. She's amazing. And another guy who was in Cremona already. He came here. He's the one who made me the cake. Amazing, beautiful. And then another girl who was, for her, she was now outside working. So she told me, I'll be working, but I'll see. I think she asked for the afternoon. And then she came, we were there the entire time. We had a good time. And it was a good feeling, because the following day I slept. When I came back, when we finished, we had aperitivo, and then we ended up having dinner because we finished so late. And we came back to our residence. I remember sleeping so much. I didn't wake up even for breakfast. I woke up, I saw that, I was like, no, I'm not going. So I didn't go for breakfast because I was like, whew. And then when I went for lunch, I was like, guys, thank you. I was, saying thank you for everyone who was there for me. And then in the afternoon, there's a professor who emailed me. One of the, this guy, he's the one who's the department of our course. He's the chairman, I think. I want to say he's the boss. So he emailed was like, hi Mercy, congratulations again on your degree. I was very happy. Your thesis and your presentation was just perfect. I was like, thanked him. And then he told me, congratulations again, and don't drink too much. That was his name. And I thought he was sweet. And then we linked up the mentor, where we have lunch. And then he winked at me. He was like, you did great, congratulations. I was like, oh yeah, thank you. And it was just a nice moment. It was really nice. And it was also a good experience, knowing that you're not a quitter, you don't quit, you don't give up, you're not a loser, because when you give up or you quit, you become a loser. I wanted to win, so just finishing that was a big, how they say it, relief. Yeah, that one, a big relief for me. And I ended up, staying for some time. And now here I am, going to start the next chapter of my life, and I'm excited. And that is it. That's the brief and short story about my graduation. And if you're out there and you're thinking of quitting, please don't quit. Watch my previous video where I said they almost dropped out. I was hearing all these voices, and then I had to talk to myself, and I think that was next time. Bye guys.